Hi YouTube, it's your friend Evan Manship with Mainstay Property Group. Coming at you live again. I just did a Facebook Live video and I got a lot of comments and questions on an issue that a lot of investors have, especially out-of-state folks who haven't been working around this piece of the pie for that long. Indiana property taxes are a really interesting, weird. Stop that. They're a little animal. Not necessarily complex, but there are some moving pieces that you need to understand. So I wanted to walk you through a couple different online tools that allow you to estimate, understand, and analyze property taxes here in Indianapolis or anywhere in Indiana that you may invest. Before I get started, I should say that Indiana property taxes are paid in arrears, meaning that the taxes that we're paying this year in 2018, today's August 1st of 2018. The taxes that we're paying in 2018, we're paying on a 2017 assessment. So if your property is assessed for $100,000 in 2017, roughly a 2% tax rate, you're paying $2,000 in 2018 for the 2017 assessment. And I'll show you what that looks like. The first thing I want to show you guys is what's called the Property Record Card tool that's online and available to anyone just by searching for Marion County, Indiana Property Cards. That's Marion County, Indiana Property Cards. And it's the first thing right here, Marion County Assessor Online Property Record Cards. I'll click. That's great. And I'm going to show you. Which one should I show you? Let's see. I'll show you. We just bought this property back in a couple days ago. Actually, it's not going to record. How about this one? So you'll see on here it'll pop up with after you type in the address, it'll pop up. Whatever you click it, download it. Easy peasy. And this card will show you a couple different things that are ultra important to not only your assessment but also your eventual property tax value. So you hop on here and you can look and see a couple things. First and foremost, the most important thing that drives your property taxes is your assessment. It's the only the two pieces: property tax rate and assessment. So your assessment right here, $53,400. That's what it's assessed for as of effective January 1 of 2018. $53,400, and I will pay my taxes in 2019 for that assessment. So you can see this is the dilemma that a lot of investors run into. They see a assessment for $53,400 and think, okay, not too bad. You know, you can see I bought it for $55. Is that true? No, I bought it for $30. I don't know why it's showing up like that. I bought it for $30. I don't know what the $55 is for, but I bought it for $30. And that's essentially where it's a little overassessed, but maybe not enough for me to appeal it. So I'm going to go through and show you another tool, how to access your actual tax bill, because your assessment only matters a little bit, but your tax bill is ultimately what you're paying. So let's go ahead and check that out. Marion County, Indiana Invoice Cloud. Click on that first thing there, and then you got real estate taxes. That address is 1816 Routiers, Routiers, and I'm going to put these links as well as these addresses and everything in the comments here. So you can see there's an entry here. I owe the government $556 effective November. Indiana taxes, while they're paid in arrears, they're paid in two different installments. So you pay once in the spring and once in the fall in 2018 for your 2017 assessment. So again, your property is assessed for $100,000 in 2017. You pay $2,000 for your tax bill, roughly $1,000 in May, $1,000 in November. So let's go ahead and click on this. And this is exactly what you think it is. It's just a big online copy of what your property tax bill is. This exact document gets mailed to you based on whatever your property record card, your address says. So you can scroll down, look at all the details, not that you care because you got to pay it anyway. And then this is the table that I recommend everyone see and best understand. And this is a perfect example of why this is the case that I'm making this video even. I was approached by many investors on a couple online groups that we have, and as well as the folks that come here in person. They say, I bought this property and my property tax doubled, my assessments are way off. Can you take a look? And this is a perfect example of this. You can see that in 2017, let's say that I sold this to an investor for $60,000 in 2017. Great, they're budgeting their property taxes. Total property tax liability was $37 back in 2017. Because you look here, they got your deductions. Where are the deductions at? Let's see, this is the details of everything. See table 5 below. This is my deduction. So, table 5. Yeah, so this makes plenty of sense because the woman I bought it from was elderly. She had a mortgage on the thing. She had all this other stuff going on, homestead deduction, yada, yada, yada. So her total deduction for this thing was $52,000 on a $54,000 assessment. So your boy paid $37 in property tax for the year on this property last year. I bought it when did we buy Root here? 16? It was 16. Anyway, so we paid $37. Great, sounds good. So if you're an investor, you plug that into your pro formas. It sounds good. It's almost nothing. That $3 a month isn't going to kill you. Yada, yada, yada. Life is good. You're happy. And then all of a sudden you get your tax bill, or you see your assessment come through for 18. So you wouldn't see your tax bill until May of next year, of 19. But your eyes would bug out of your head if your tax bill said, hey, you owe $500 or $510 as opposed to, $18.40 or whatever the hell that math is. So, great example of what to pay attention for in your tax bill as well as your record card is what this property tax rate cap is. This property tax cap was set up several years ago by the Indiana State Legislature to make it incredibly easy for investors, business owners, and homeowners to understand what their tax rate is going to be. That way the only thing they can relatively worry about is their assessment. Indiana property tax rates are capped for the most part at 1% for homeowners. If you own the home, you're capped at 1% of value. If you're an investor or a rental property or a vacation property or an apartment complex, you're capped at a 2% property tax rate. And all other commercial aspects are capped at 3%. Retail, industrial, office, you name it, capped at 3% rate. So it's important, not even important, it's imperative that you understand these rates and how they affect you, because if you buy a property that you think you're paying $37 in property tax for, and you end up paying $1,000, you don't have to be a mathematician to understand that you're going to end up in foreclosure if you're not careful, or the tax sale even. So it's demonstrated on your property tax bill. Obviously, you can see what the estimated property tax liability is for 2019, as well as it's demonstrated, or at least should be. It looks like they haven't reflected it yet, right here, because what they'll do. See, it's been C1. That means 1% tax cap. This means 2% tax cap. This means 3% tax cap. So what this record card will show you is not only your assessment, but also where it falls as far as the tax caps are concerned. So what they'll do when they update this record card is say, hey, great, we'll take this 10.3, move it here into residential C2, and then we'll take this 43.1, move it into residential C2. And that jumps your tax rate to reflect this. So, it's pretty straightforward, pretty easy to understand. And once you get your arms around it, but it can be a little bit complex if you have never studied it or worked around it before. So, I encourage questions, comments, anything that I can be a resource for in Indianapolis. Our group is known for being professional opportunity finders. We're not buy and hold guys, we're not flippers, we're not developers. We find opportunity and we execute on it as best we can. So whether that's consulting on property taxes or helping procure the next investment opportunity for you in your group, we are happy to make that work one way or another. Feel free to subscribe. Check us out on YouTube, Facebook, and all the other stuff as well. I'm going to put everything we talked about in the links below, and feel free to send me an email directly at evan@mainstaypropertygroup.com.